JasminCardenas. When I was a little girl, everybody got to go to sleepovers, except me. Mami decía, no, usted a casa ajena no va a ir. Pero mami, everybody's gonna be there. It's just gonna be a sleepover. Jasmin, yo no conozco esa gente. You see, my mom was born in a teeny tiny town called Montenegro in the mountains of Colombia. And here in Chicago, she didn't really know anybody. She didn't know our neighbors and certainly didn't know my friends at school or their parents and who their family was. So my mom said, usted a casa ajena no se va a quedar. Oh man! So all the time I got to go to the birthday parties, but then when it was bedtime, my mom would pick me up and take me home. Until one year, she said that I could have a sleepover. Sí, mami, yo quiero invitar a toda la clase. Jasmin, puedes invitar 3 personas. Oh man, only 3, mami. Sí, 3 entonces nadie. Okay, mom, 3. I'll invite 3. I invited Jenny, my Italian-American and Irish-American best friend. I invited Kitsy, my Mexican-American best friend. I invited Jisha, my African-American best friend. And all 3 said they could come. I was so excited. Weeks leading up to the party, I said, Mommy, we have to have cheese pizza because everybody loves cheese pizza. Ay, Jasmin, cheese pizza, eso es muy cursi. ¿Qué tal algo más especial? Mom, I want cheese pizza. That's what my friends like to eat. Vamos a ver, Jasmin, vamos a ver. And then a few weeks leading up to the party, Mom, I need a lot of games. Like maybe we could go to the store and find Pin the Tail on the Donkey, and we could play musical chairs. Ay, sí, Jasmin, usted puede buscar esos juguetes, esos juegos con sus tíos y tías. Ellas lo van a llevar a la tienda. Oh, I was so excited. My favorite Aunt Olga and my Uncle Fernando were going to take me to the store. That day, when they picked me up and they took me to the store, I went looking everywhere for Pin the Tail on the Donkey. But I couldn't find it anymore in the store. But I did see some big, beautiful, colorful things hanging from the sky. Piñatas! There was a star piñata and a donkey piñata. Ooh, I was so excited. I got a big, beautiful star. And we bought bouncy balls and yo-yos and mood rings and candies to stuff it and lollipops and chocolates. I was so excited. I kept looking everywhere in the store. But there was no Pin the Tail on the Donkey. But they did have my favorite game, Loteria. Oh, I was really good at Loteria. And since we were going to play with my tías and my abuela, we didn't play with beans. I got a bag of M&Ms to play with my friends. I was so excited when I told my tío we needed to find music. Tío, necesitamos música para musical chairs. Ay, Jasmin. Va a haber mucha música en la fiesta. Usted sabe. He was right. We always did a lot of dancing, so we could just use that music. The day of the party, I was hanging up streamers from one wall to the other when ding dong, the doorbell rang. Oh, someone's early. I went to the door. It was Jenny. Hi, Jazz. I'm so excited about your party. And I said, Jen, you're early. And Jenny said, no, I'm not. I'm on time. My dad is always on time. I said, come on in. You're a little early because the rest of my family, they haven't gotten here yet. But let's just take your backpack and your pillow and we'll throw it in my room. And so we took it inside and we threw it in my bedroom. And then she was like, where is everybody, Jazz? Is anybody else coming? I said, yeah. They'll be here soon. Let's finish decorating. And so she helped me string up some more and put up balloons. And the house was looking so awesome. And then, ding dong, the doorbell rang. And my tías walked in. Ay, mira esa niña. Esos cachetes. Uy, estás muy flaquita. Usted como que no está comiendo, ¿no? And they were going on and on and on about how skinny I was and how big I'd gotten. And Jenny looked red, flush red in the face. And she said, Jazz, does anyone speak English? And I said, yeah, Jen, don't worry. Davidito, I called my cousin. Davidito, say something to Jenny. Dígale algo en inglés. And Davidito looked at her and said, cool, dude. And that made Jenny laugh. And she said, yeah, they do speak English. And so we were going to start playing a game when ding dong, the doorbell rang. Jeesh! Hey, Jeesh! I was so excited Jeesha was there. We threw her backpack and her sleeping bag and her PJs in my room. And I said, you guys, what do you want to do? And Jeesha's like, let's play a game. And I said, okay. Let's play loteria. And Jeesha's like, Loto what? And Jenny's like, Loteria? What'd you say, Jazz? And I said, loteria. And I pulled out a card. And I said, listen, I'm going to call out the cards, and if you have the same picture on your little tablet, then you're going to put an M&M there. So like this one says El Sol, the sun. And she's like, well, this is like bingo. And I said, yeah. So if you get 4 across or 4 down or at a diagonal, then you will yell out, loteria. And that means you win. And Jenny's like, oh, we play this at church every week. And I said, cool. So we started playing, and sure enough, Jisha was winning, and Jenny was winning, and I was calling cards, and finally I called a card and I said, El Borracho! And Jenny said, Jazz, what's wrong with that guy? He doesn't look good. And I said, oh, that's El Borracho. That means the drunkard. The drunk? Yeah, he's drunk. Drunk? Jenny said, what do you mean he's drunk? I said, you see the bottle in his hand? And Jisha's like, let me see that card. Ooh, you playing with drunk people, Jazz? Let me see them cards. And so she started flipping, and she pulled out one, and she said, what about her? Why is she naked? I said, oh, that's the mermaid, La Sirena. Usually she's wearing shells. I don't know where her shells are. Oh, Jazz, you're playing with naked people and drunk people. I'm going to tell everybody at school. Let me see. And she kept looking through the cards, and she pulled out one of a creepy looking guy. And she's like, what about him? And I said, oh, that's La Muerte. La Muerte? Ugh. And I said, yeah, that means death. Oh my God, I'm going to tell everybody. You play with dead people, drunk people, and naked people? Miss Wickheiser is going to get so mad. Oh no, please don't tell Miss Wickheiser. Please don't tell the kids at school. I don't want my teacher to be mad at me, and everyone's going to laugh at me. It's pretty funny, Jazz. And I said, maybe we shouldn't play loteria anymore. And she's like, no, it's a cool game. Let's play some more. And Jenny said, yeah, I like it. And I'm winning. Come on. And so we kept playing. And then ding dong, the doorbell rang. And it was Kitsy. And she's like, look, kids, look. Jazz plays with naked people, drunk people, and dead people. And Kitsy said, that's loteria. My family plays that all the time at all of our family parties. And Jenny said, you play this too with your family? Yeah, everybody plays it. My family's Mexican. I don't know any Mexicans that don't play it. And Jishu's like, oh, cool. And then everybody was up for playing some more rounds with Kitsy. And Kitsy was right. She was a really good player. So she started winning some of the games too. Soon enough, everyone was getting kind of hungry. And I said, well, let's see what my mom made. I think she's got the cheese pizza ready soon. And so we were going to go to the kitchen. But to get to the kitchen, you have to go from the living room and cross through the dining room to get to the back where the kitchen is. And when we got to the living room, there was a great big pig with an apple in its mouth and a lei of flowers around its neck and sunglasses. And Jeesh looked at that thing and said, oh, whoa! And Jenny said, gross! And Kitsy said, oh, I don't want to eat lechon today. And Jeesh is like, we gotta eat that thing? And Jenny's like, I don't want to eat it. Jenny started hiding under the chairs, and she was so grossed out. And I said, Mommy, Mom. And my mom came from the kitchen, and she saw Jenny hiding, and she grossed out. And she said, ¿Qué pasó, mamitas? ¿Qué les pasa? Mom, where's the cheese pizza? Ah, bueno pues, no se preocupen, niñas. Vayan afuera a jugar. Vayan, yo les arreglo la cheese pizza. Vayan a jugar. Come on, guys. My mom says we should go outside and play. She's gonna get the cheese pizza ready. So we went outside, and out in the yard was my dad hanging out in the back second floor window with a string, and holding onto the other end of the string was my tío, my uncle. He was standing on top of the garage, and in the middle from the string hanging was my piñata, el sol. And Jenny looked at it and said, "Oh, Jazz, that's so pretty. Can I get it when you're done with it for decorations?" Jen, I don't think you're gonna want it when we're done with it. And Gisha's like, "Oh man, I kind of want it too, Jazz. It's real nice." And so everybody started lining up, and I said, "Get ready, guys, get ready." My brother got blindfolded, and he likes to play baseball. So when they gave him the stick, and he started swinging and swinging, Jenny's like, "Hey, be careful, you're gonna break it." And I said, "That's kind of the point, Jen. Get ready." And then sure enough, he clocked it, and something fell out. One of my cousins ran into the center, grabbed it, and ran out. And G said, "Hey, was that a Snickers I saw?" And then my cousin went in, and he took turns clocking and chew, 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 and clock, clock, clock. Sure enough, soon enough, the piñata was